since the 1950s. The options: no, that's just dumb, 48% of the vote. Yes, they're the best team, 34% of the vote. No, it's a positive step, 17% of the vote. I want your specific takes on the message board, your comments, and why this would be a failure or not. Go ahead and tell you, I don't see it being a failure at all. Even if Tennessee were to get beat 2-0 and in a one-sided fashion, still think making the College World Series playoff for the first time in like 70 years is very significant. I don't understand how you could possibly list that as a failure. Go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. Want you to be a part of the program. So let's get you on the message board and get your thoughts. Is it a failure? Why or why not? Now, I'm not the mindset of giving out participation trophies and all that stuff. And it's not okay to finish second, but I can't see how it's a failure. It's been an incredible run. And now Tennessee has arguably the top recruiting class in the nation because they've shown they can do it consistently from 2022 to 2023 to 2024. And even before then, Dylan says it's not a failure, but to know we made this far and didn't win it all is going to sting a little. No, Dylan, it's going to sting a lot, especially to go in there undefeated, especially to go in there, not overall, but to take care of your business, to be 2-0, to not have a loss on your record and make it to the finals and look so good in the exciting fashion or the dominant fashion, depending on which game you're talking about, would be an absolute heartbreaker. In fact, I think that would be it has the potential to be one of the most difficult heartbreakers to get over. But if Tennessee wins the College World Series, I ask you this on the message board. It's the greatest thing in Tennessee football or Tennessee sports since what? How far do you have to go back? Obviously, it's not football. And let's take into consideration for a moment that let's take into consideration that when you're talking about Tennessee and you're talking about Tennessee baseball, that it's not as significant as football. So I would take an SEC championship in football over a national championship in baseball. I want to be clear about that. So you have to be somewhat relative. What's the biggest single day or single event success that Tennessee has had since when? How far back do you have to go? That's why this isn't a failure. Making it to the College World Series finals is not a failure. No matter what happens, I don't care if it's 12-0, 16-0, not a failure. I look back at the SEC championship in 1997. Tennessee won that championship. They didn't win the national championship as they did the following year, but it set up the national championship. Kyle says the women's 2008 national championship. That's what I was going to say. But I thought maybe there would be something in between. Now, if you want to say retroactively and the fact that we can look back at it, the biggest thing to happen in Tennessee athletics since 2008 and that women's national championship is hiring Josh Heupel, right? Tennessee beating Alabama in football. Amy, I think you want it. That to me is bigger than a women's national championship. And I don't want to sound sexist, but Amy happens to be female and she suggested it. Tennessee beating Alabama in football is the most significant Tennessee success in 16 years. Hard to believe. Fourth down, Coop.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
All right, Coop. So biggest success on the field or on the court. We're not even thinking about Tennessee basketball at all with what the Vols did with Dalton Connect, making it to the Elite Eight. Is that a consideration? Thoughts on the message board? Tennessee beating Alabama in football, though, Amy says is number one. And I'm having a real hard time disagreeing with that. Sports Treasures carrying over 5 million sports treasures and so much more. Follow on Facebook for the best sports memorabilia. They have daily updates. So follow at Sports Treasures TN and get those updates. Sports Treasures TN, again, Sports Treasures TN. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate you, as we remind you that before I finish up why this is a success no matter what over the weekend, remind you that your loved ones may need to be taken care of, and that can happen when it gets Medicare time with Medicare Misty.
19 years this year. I've been in the community since 1993. You're getting a lot of information. Unlike when you were working, they made the choice for you. Now you have to make the choice. Come to us and let us help you make it easy. Call Medicare Misty, MedicareMisty.com or 423-777-5577. Let us help them sleep at night.
And we call her Medicare Misty.
Now, all that being said, I've already picked Tennessee to win and sweep Florida State, despite their pitching staff and Texas A&M. Despite their pitching staff and what they have, I'm aware of all that. I think Tennessee is home by Monday. I truly believe Tennessee is home by Monday. They win 2 in a row. And if they have to go to 3, you could argue that their bullpen's better than their starting pitching. I think Tennessee wins in 2, but don't be surprised if it's 3.